Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really quick Pan Those Eyeshadows update. We're back in my bedroom today because once again, the baby went down for a nap. The other two boys are playing nicely, so I just ran into my bedroom and turned on my phone. So again, the quality is a bit different. I know you guys kind of liked the more blurred effect, but I just think it's because my phone camera, especially my front-facing phone camera, is not nearly as good quality-wise as my DSLR. So you're just seeing less detail. Anyways, like I said, it's going to be quite a quick update, and because I am on my phone, I actually already did randomize a number. Spoiler alert, we're rolling in a new shade, and pulled out the palette just to make this go even quicker. Pan Those Eyeshadows was created by Alexi, who is of course linked down below. This is my third year in a row participating in this project. I randomized 5 eyeshadows, one of which always needs to be non-cruelty free as I'm trying to work through those. I do not want to work on a black eyeshadow, and my goal is to hit pan on them or use them at least 30 times. Now let's jump into this month's progress. I am just going to start with the eyeshadow that has been in here the longest. This has been in since the intro, the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette. First, I'm going to cover my other shade on the shade Pear Berry right here. I'm going to try and do better at swatching. I don't have looks to share with you today. I'm the world's worst swatcher, so I'm trying to be a little bit better, at least for video purposes. This has been in since my intro, which was at the very end of December, and my goal is to hit pan on it, obviously, or to use it 30 times. I only used it twice since the last update for a total of 18 uses. I am making it my mission to hit 30 uses on this before the next update and roll it out. It's been 6 months. I've only used it 18 times. That is ridiculous. There is a dip for me. I could definitely feel it when swatching, but I do think I'm going to hit the 30 uses and not pan on this shade. Oh yeah, I forgot that on my phone I can hold things up a bit for you guys. Next shade that's been in the longest is from my BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm working on the first shade. I have used this 12 times since the last update for a total of 26 uses in this project, only 4 more before I am able to roll it out. I use this almost every time I do my makeup. I probably do my makeup half the amount of days, so approximately 15 uses in a month. There is a dip forming, but I hit pan in this shade here after 16 uses. It's a shimmer, so I mean it's different, but I think because I'm using this as a transition shade, because it is so light, I'm wearing down like the entire shadow. Like my fluffy blending crease brush almost takes up more of the surface area. I don't know, there is definitely a dip happening, but I like looking as a comparison, I'm stumbling over my words. I really don't even know if I'm that close to pan. I will use this like almost every time I do my makeup again next month, but I probably will be rolling it out regardless. I won't stop using it after 30 uses. Like I said, that's just 4 more to go. Hopefully I can have pan in this before the next update as well. The ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Olympic I used 11 times this month, and including today, I do have a lot of these shades on my eyes today. 4 of these shades on my eyes today out of 6. Oh, I forgot to swatch. See, I'm the worst. It like barely shows up. Like it is the palest of pink shades. It's too pink to like set my eyeshadow primer or anything, but it really doesn't affect my makeup look at all. Like I have it on today. Can you see it? Probably not. Third is my ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Olympic. Like I said, it is on my eyelids today. This is an ultra glitter finish. It's from the Raw Beauty Christie collab. I used it 11 times since the last update for a total of 20 uses, and I did successfully hit pan on it today. Can you see that? Oh yeah. I wore it down pretty evenly across. My hand's starting to shake. I mean, as evenly as I could. I don't really like super consciously do that. I just, every time I pick it up, I kind of run my finger over the entire surface area, not like staring it down trying to do that, if that makes sense. But I will swatch it. So that means we will be rolling in a new shade, which I kind of already gave away. These Super Shock shadows are really easy for me to hit pan on. Last update, I drew in 3 eyeshadows, which was a lot. I was feeling kind of overwhelmed with 6. I definitely want to keep it at 5. So the second shade out of my Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette is the shade Lemon Drop. I only used it once because it kind of had the same purpose for me. It's a bit more of like a toppery type of shade as the Super Shock shadow. And like I said, I just hit pan on this today. I did use it one other time in the month, obviously, just to kind of give it a try, but it just, you know, looks a bit used. It's a yellow pink duochrome. It is a beautiful shade, and I'm excited to use it more this coming month. My color story is very light. Moving into my non-cruelty free shades. So first I pulled in my Morphe KathleenLights palette and I got the black shade. I said from the beginning I do not want to work on a black shade, and yet I don't know why I decided to keep this one in. I don't know why I decided to keep it in on my spreadsheet. I should have just removed it. But not only is it a black shade, it is the world's worst black shade. I have used it twice. It's rolling out. It's out of here. I'm thinking of doing a reel or a TikTok / both of destroying this shadow because I never do that. But this is literally the worst. Okay, light pressure. Lots of pressure. Scrubbing. Gray at best. And now to swatch it. I have it on my outer corners today. Can you tell? Like, it's so dry. I feel like I'm literally rubbing my kid's sidewalk chalk on my arm right now. So this is going out of here. I promised I would use it a handful of times before rolling it out, and I've done that. And lastly, from my Sephora Pro Warm palette, I pulled in the shade Clay, which is this one right here. And I used this 5 times this month. I really enjoy this palette. Of course, it's not cruelty free, which is a bummer, but it's high quality. It's super expensive. It's my most expensive palette. It was gifted to me. I did not buy this. But actually, it might not be my most expensive palette anymore because I do have a Natasha Denona. I'm really enjoying using this. Again, it's probably going to be 30 uses on this guy. It's just a really beautiful warm brown because I don't think I can hit pan on it. I have had this palette in this project before last year. Well, you can see I've used this 5 times since rolling it in. There's no dip or anything, and I used this one 30 times last year in this project. This is Hazelnut, and there's like the babiest of dips. These eyeshadows I feel like are huge. 1.2 grams each. So these were the 6 eyeshadows that I had been working on over the last month. I'm rolling out the Morphe KathleenLights as well as the ColourPop Raw Beauty Christie Olympic, but I'm only rolling in 1 shade, which I will insert to the side of me, my screen recording. I did get the shade 674, which comes from my Ciate London New England palette. I was just working on this in the Panner's pan for Alexi. I created 3 looks, which should be on my Instagram soon-ish, because I still haven't posted that. So I've only used this palette 3 times. It's kind of a muted jewel tone palette, and I did get the shade 14, which is this one. It is a deep navy kind of shimmery shade. I haven't used this shade before. It is very beautiful. I'm just going to swatch it here. I will insert a picture of what my true color story looks like after, but I know that, oh, that was even worse than the others. Oh, it's kind of purpley actually. Like a purpley blue, really deep shimmer shade. That's very beautiful. And it's definitely going to push me out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to struggle a little bit with incorporating it in with these shades. I will insert on the screen my color story going into July. I don't really feel like it's very summery, but I think like this deeper shade as well as the really rich brown matte shade will take me into fall really nicely, and hopefully I can work some of these lighter tones out a bit faster. I'm feeling pretty good about my progress. In terms of next month, I'm really hoping to hit pan on my BH Cosmetics Brazil shade. If not, it will be rolling out for sure because it will be over 30 uses, as well as get to 30 uses on the Pearberry shade in this palette. Though this palette will still remain in this project because I'm also working on Lemon Drop, but I really want to push for the 12 more uses, which means I'm gonna have to use this pretty much every day and get this out of here. It's been in since December. Of course, December, January, February, I really wasn't focusing on this. I was using more cool tones, but still, that's way too long for this to be in the project, considering all the other shades are much newer in the project. Like, I've done a better job at rotating through the other shades, but not this one for some reason. Probably because it is so vibrant. I don't have any looks to share with you guys. I'm really bad at remembering that part of this video series, so if you'd like to see looks from me next time, let me know and I will try to do better, especially now that my color story is becoming less light and monochromatic. I feel like for a couple of months there, every look I was doing was pretty much looking the same because my shades were all really light and in that like peachy, pinky sort of color family, but now I'm getting some variety, which is nice. If you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.